Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at the brand new X-Transbots Master Series number 86, Dr. Paragon, which is, of course, Protectobot First Aid. So, let's see what we got in the box. First of all, let's look at the box first. Got some cool artwork on there. Very cool. And you can look at his tech spec card there if you can see it. You can pause that and read it if you want to. I always like the effort they put into these boxes. And, yeah, it's probably worth documenting them because, once I open it, I'll never see it again. But there he is in the box. Pretty cool. And, it looks like it's, maybe from that one episode where he fights, or I should say, Defensor fights. Who does he fight in Japan in season 3? Was it Bruticus? Had to be Bruticus, right? Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's take a look at this bad boy. It is the middle of the night, but I wanted to get this done. So bear with me while I struggle with this. I am pretty tuckered out. And there is his little trading card and his nice little pamphlet with a duplicate of his tech spec if you so desire to cut that out and keep it. I just stuffed mine in a drawer. Oh, alright. And he comes in his little styrofoam bed, I guess. A little pew came out, so let's take a look at that. And yeah, looks decent. Don't believe it's painted, but it is sculpted nice, and it does move around to probably transform into something else. So before we take a look at the figure, he comes with this big old weird thing, which you might look at this and be like, what in the world? Holy Protectobot Batman. Well, this is going to be the arm of Defensor, and it looks nice enough. Yeah, I dig it. So, apparently he transforms into, I guess, whatever little mode. It is not quite an ambulance, and it, it kind of fits in there, and I see where they're going with this. Because the hand is pretty good, combiner-sized hand. Got the blue, so I guess we see what color blue hotspot is going to be. Haven't got my hotspot yet. I know a lot of people have them already. I don't. There's a lot of movement and goody things on this, and I know it transforms into like a little bed, for somebody to lay down, and he works on them, but I'm not going to do all that. We're just wanted to show you this is what he comes with, which is nice. I think for just a little over $100 you get the combiner part, which, thank goodness they're not saving all the combiner parts for the last guy to come out, and then they just charge you for all the parts at once. And he does come in ambulance mode. And, okay, pretty cool. I don't know how I feel about all the stuff that you see on the inside of the, through the windshields and doors and windows, whatnot. But, a lot of Autobot cars are like that, so what do you do? I do like the paint on this. It's probably not going to really show up, me filming this with my phone, but it is painted. A little bit of meh on the top there, but I think it's okay. He has rubber tires. Rolls like a champ. So there's the underneath, which basically looks like him. And, yeah, there he is in ambulance mode. Alright. And real quick, did want to point out that his weapon does fold up and fit into the back of here, like so, sort of, like that. If you can, there we go. So that's a thing if you want to do that. Okay, and now he is in robot mode, and that was not fun. I'll just tell you. Let's take a good look at First Aid. Very good head sculpt. I think it looks like the character. As plain as it is, that's what he looks like. I think it looks good. Yeah, I mean, nice die cast, nice paint. When I pulled him out, the paint was like kind of gooey. I guess it was like some kind of oil they put on it for whatever reason. I don't know. But it was like a little bit, you know, some kind of stuff, whatever. Okay, so this is it. He doesn't clean up too good, unfortunately. I mean, you would think a figure like this with nice paint and nice die cast. I don't think they put a lot of thought into the robot mode. Honestly, I think they know a lot of people are just going to transform him into Defensor, and his life will be lived out as left arm after that. So, such as this one is going to be. So that's fine. But I think he does look good. I wouldn't pose him a whole lot because he just doesn't, I don't know. I watched a lot of videos, I watched the instructions, and he doesn't tab together very well at all. And again, and you know me, I'm not the best Transformer fan. But, you know, I'm pretty sure I did this right. You know, it's just like stuff doesn't want to stay together. Stuff doesn't go together well. My biggest self-critique is I think there is a piece inside of the leg that just doesn't want to play nicely. And it's preventing everything else from tabbing together. But you know what? They could have just built better tabs and slots for said tabs so things would tab together better. But they don't. It's irritating because these legs were very frustrating to transform, and the whole upper body was a little irritating too. And there's some loose parts and parts, you know, I could probably, you know, just go ahead and get a little screwdriver and tighten up the screws myself, but I just feel like all that should be done already, you know. I don't feel like I should have to do that. But, you know, the articulation is there should you choose to keep him in robot mode and put him in poses and whatnot. I mean, he does have nice ratchets and nice joints. And I'm not going to put his weapon in his hand again, but he does hold it just fine. I mean, he looks good. I think the sculpt overall actually looks better than the MMC, but the MMC functions better as an action figure. So he's just gonna, that's gonna be my First Aid. Let me put them together so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is the MMC, and I mean, look at this. See what I'm talking about? None of the stuff tabs together as soon as and a lot of paint rub is going to happen too. So that's, you know, be mindful of that when you transform him. You know, I mean, it's sad to say, I think I like the way this one looks better, but this one feels better. Even though he doesn't have like super amounts of die cast, he is solid as to where this guy is just kind of, I wouldn't say he's a floppy mess, but I mean, look at that. You know, it just, when I was transforming, the upper part, the lower part wouldn't stay together, and it was just very frustrating. But anyway, that is First Aid from X-Transbots. Let's do a good comparison wall My MMC is out here and about. You can see from the front, they both look okay. The X-Transbots is a little taller, which, I don't know about the scale on these guys. Every time you saw the protectobots at the cartoon, they don't look the same. So I'm not going to judge that too harshly. I think the X-Transbots just has a better, like, shape overall. Like, he doesn't have the big, fat legs. They both got a lot of mess going on the back. But, again, MMC is gonna, you can just put him here and he's gonna do right. This guy, I don't know. He's just kind of a mess. Doesn't feel stable. He was frustrating to transform. But I think overall it's not the worst figure ever. And, again, I blame some of the blame on myself of not, I probably could clean him up a little bit better. But, like I said, the tabs just don't want to, they don't want to work. They don't want to tab together. As much as you try to clean them up, it's very frustrating. Let's put him together with the other X-Transbots protectobots. There is Streetwise, and here is Groove. And for some reason, he towers over them, which, I guess is okay. I would expect an ambulance to be bigger than a motorcycle and a small police car. I'm sure blades will probably end up being about the same size. Yeah, so if it wasn't for the really frustrating transformation, and if he just kind of tabbed together and felt a little sturdier, I'd probably rate 9 out of 10 with me, to be honest. And he does have the little gimmick of this transforms into like a little hospital bed or whatever. But I do like what they're doing with the, hey, here's this extra thing that makes the arm look more like an arm. Way back when I went to TFCon, I did see kind of a prototype of what they have in mind, and it looked like these two guys were in something similar, even though they didn't come with us. So I assume they're just gonna come with Hotspot. We'll see. I don't know. I don't have Hotspot yet, but we'll see how that goes. So wish me luck there. Anyway, that is X-Transbots First Aid, or let's see, what do they call him? Dr. Paragon. So, pretty cool. I'm just waiting on more Constructicons from X-Transbots. They need to hurry up and put the rest of those guys out. Actually, hurry up is probably not the best thing to say, because I should be saying, take your time, get them right, make them good. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. On behalf of me and Big Bad Brad, we are going to throw one back. And until next time, we'll see ya.